everybody, this is Marjorie. Is this too much? Is it too much? I can't decide what I look like today. I mean, this is lovely, isn't it? This is another one of my Shein tops. Look at this, look. Ooh. I don't know if I look like like a big leaf or a shamrock. I mean, I could have actually wore this for St. Patrick's Day. Or I also thought I kind of looked like the Glasgow Botanical Gardens, didn't I? You know, quite nautical today. No, nautical, what's the word for the greenery? The green and nautical, right? So, talking to the park, right? I thought, I'd have a wee walk, I'd have a wee stroll, because as you know, I'm a people person. I quite like going to the park and just sitting on the benches, you know, and, having a wee swatch at all the folk going by. So anyway, I'm heading towards the park. I gets to the park gate, and there's my cousin Dorothy, and she's standing against the gate greeting. I says, Dorothy, what's the matter with you, hen? She says, I'm that upset, Marjorie, about my weight. I wish I was smaller. I wish I was a bit neater round the hips like you, Marjorie. And I says, listen to me, Dorothy. Behind every fat woman, there is a beautiful woman. And she says, oh, thanks. That's made me feel better, Marjorie. I says, no, seriously, hen, will you get out of my way? I can't get past. So, into the park, and I get myself a bench. I've got my favourite bench, and, you get all the angles, all the folk coming by and saying, hello, 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 and I say, hello there, my name's Marjorie, how do you do? So, you see all the wains playing, and, you see all the sights, you see all the secrets, you see all the folk meeting up in the park with folk, like, I'm like, is that no so-and-so's wife? Is that no so-and-so's husband? I'm like, here. I could be an international spy. I could be like James Bond. Is he a spy? Don't know. Anyway, so I'm sitting in my seat, minding my own business. Along comes Fat Boy, 2 doors down. Right? Now, he looks down at the bench and he went, hello, darling. Is this seat empty? I says, aye, it's empty. I'll tell you what else. This seat will be empty as well if you sit down. Oh, I mean, he is the bane of my life. It's as if he's got a sixth sense. It's as if he's got one of the built-in radars, and he follows you about. You turn round, there he is. I'm like, have you not got a hear me go to? So anyway, I gets up off the bench because he plunks himself down and says, I'm not sitting talking to you. I'm not sitting talking about horse racing. And all the stramash that he goes on about, like, fried eggs and squared sausage. So I wanders down the park a wee bit further, and there's Kylie Marie Antoinette, my hairdresser. So Kylie Marie Antoinette, well, she's got a lovely wee tartan rug out, right? She's lying in the rug. We are wee Wayne, wee Pansy Potter, and they've got a picnic, and she says, oh, hello, Marjorie, would you like to join me and wee Pansy Potter for a wee picnic? And oh my God, see the stuff she had. Oh, she had all the cheeses, right? And she had the wee like winky sausages. She had them, right? And the wee sausage rolls. And what a selection of meat she had. She had gammon. And what else did she have? Pork and chicken. And, she had a fancy meat. What's the fancy meat called? Salome. Right, she had some salome. I wasn't so fussy on that. I just stuck to the gammon. Because as you know, I'm quite a plain person. You wouldn't know that looking at me today. I look like the Jungle Book. Is she in, by the way? Link down below. So, that was fine. So I had a lovely wee picnic with Kylie Marie Antoinette and Pansy Potter. And then I says, right, better get home, Kylie Marie Antoinette. So I gets myself up to the bus stop, standing waiting on the bus, right? So there's this man, right? Man and his wife in 6 wains, right? Six wains. Imagine having 6 wains. I mean, wain number 6, you wouldn't even need to squeeze. You would just lift your leg and it would fall out, right? So 6 wains. So there's this couple with their 6 wains, and there's Blind Billy, right? Blind Billy round the corner. He's standing there, and me, right? So we're all standing waiting for the bus. So the bus arrives, and the bus driver opens the door and he says, oh, sorry, I've got quite a full bus today, everybody. I've only got 6 spaces. 6 spaces. No, he had 7 spaces. He had 7 spaces. Get my story right, Marjorie. 7 stories in the bus. Stories in the bus. Spaces in the bus. Where is wrong with me today? I get that excited when I'm telling my stories. He says, I've got 7 spaces in my bus, so you'll need to decide between you who's getting on the bus. So I says, right, if the wife and the 6 wains get on the bus, Billy, Blind Billy, if we're in the corner, and the husband and I, well, we could just walk home, couldn't we? We could just walk, because it was a nice day, and we could just have a wee walk, so we're on our way, right? So, Blind Billy, right, we're in the corner, well, he's tapping this cane, you know, his wee white stick, he's tapping this cane all the way down the pavement, and I could tell this man, right, this man was getting quite irritated, and he says, see if you would put a rubber on the end of your stick, I wouldn't need to listen to all this noise on the way down the pavement. Blind Billy turns to him and he says, cracker, he says, if you put a rubber on the end of your stick, we'd all be able to fit on that bus.